Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome back. Today I'm sharing with you my top cruise essentials, things that I must have in my cabin to make my cruising go smoothly, for me to stay organized and be prepared for any kind of situation. So without further ado, let's get into this video and let me show you everything. The first thing I'm going to show you are these traveling organizers that also hang. You can pack these so good, and they don't have to be strictly for your toiletries. They could be for your makeup, they could be kids snacks, they could be kids activities. Like I said, they both hang. They have lots of storage inside. Let me show you quickly. So this one is a little bit smaller. It's not packed. Actually, this is probably from our last Disney cruise. So it's like this, but a lot of compartments, and everything is like easy to wipe. So I really like this one. And then this one is kind of like just like a regular cotton material. So this one probably, if it gets dirty, it'll be a little bit more difficult to clean. But this one is much bigger. As you could see, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 compartments, and it has also a pocket in the back, so you could really pack a lot of things in here. Again, this is also not packed since our last Disney cruise. The next item I have is this small organizing thing. Now, I personally don't like shoe organizers. I find them to be big, loud, obnoxious, overly stuffed. I don't know, it feels messy. My whole thing is I want to get to my room and I want to unpack, I want to put everything away, and I want it to be nice and airy and clean and organized, and I don't want to have these big shoe organizers hanging all over the room, you know what I mean? So like, that's just not my style. So I like this one. It's small enough and it's big enough at the same time, and it goes right into the closet. So if you wanna use something like this, you could use this for many things. Again, it could be for children's clothes if you have a baby, it could be for medication, it could be for baby items, it could be for snacks, it could be for undergarments or socks or makeup. I mean, it could be for anything, and it is so small and it's perfect, and it'll go into your closet and you'll never see it again until you need something out of here. The next item is this pop-up hamper. I think I got this one on Amazon. I'm going to try to open it slowly so it doesn't fly open into my face. This works perfectly for me and my 2 sons. It's fairly roomy, it's really sturdy, it doesn't fall over. I know some people recommend going to the dollar store and picking these up, but I found them to be so cheaply made that they would just, you know, flop right over, and your clothes is gonna end up all over the floor. And I typically do laundry because we cruise with Disney, so taking this straight to the laundry room is very convenient for me, and it's more than enough. Speaking of laundry, I always pack my own detergent. Obviously, I'm not gonna take this whole thing, but I'll probably open it up and take, you know, a handful, because I'll probably end up doing maybe 2 to 4 loads of laundry on a typical cruise. So this comes very handy. I don't have to worry about, you know, purchasing detergent on the cruise. That could be expensive. I also like Shout. I actually like Shout better than Tide. So if you're on the go, or if you don't want to do laundry on the cruise, or if you're cruising with a different cruise line that you can't go ahead and do your laundry and it's so expensive, this is a must. This works so good, and from personal experience, I find that Shout works so much better than Tide. So definitely a must. Also, bringing a few dryer sheets, not this ginormous Costco pack, but a few with you will help you have your clothes smelling a little bit more fresher, especially if you're limited on the amount of clothes you were able to bring, or if you're not doing laundry, or even when you're traveling back home and you just have a bag of dirty laundry and you just want to throw a few of these into your suitcase. This is perfect. Downy wrinkle release is also great. Now, this is a small one. I do like it, and it's convenient, especially if you're doing only carry-on. Found that if you have a larger family, I mean, it's it's the 3 of us. Last cruise it was me, my kids, and my mom. This wasn't enough, so I would recommend for you to get like a full size, and especially if you're checking in bags and you know, it doesn't matter how much liquid, how much weight you have. I mean, obviously it matters, but you know, definitely bring this and use it as soon as you get to the room. Take everything out, spray it down, hang your items, and you will see how this works like magic, and you don't need to press your clothes or send them out to be pressed and, you know, spend money on that. Another item I like is a Febreze fabric to go. This is fantastic, also a great option to refresh your clothes or to refresh your bedding and the carpets, or maybe the couch, whatever surface that is a fabric in your cabin. You could definitely use this and just give your room or your clothes a nice refresh, and it smells fantastic, and it's so good, so good. Febreze small spaces, I feel like this works just so much better than like a spray or poopery. I know people recommend that a lot, and if you like that, of course, listen, to each its own. Find this to be fantastic. We usually put it into the bathroom that has the actual bathroom. Again, we cruise with Disney, so it's a split bathroom situation. This one little thing is enough to give enough fresh smell to your entire cabin. So definitely don't go crazy buying multiples. You need just one, and make sure it's a scent that you like, because your entire cabin is going to smell just like this. Next is medication. So I travel with a little pouch like this. I pretty much fill it up with anything and everything that we need. Now, my train of thought, I'd rather have it and not need it than not have it and be in trouble or end up spending a lot of money for a doctor's visit or something simple over the counter. I also want you to consider if you have kids who have special needs, if you have kids who are very picky with texture and taste. Be ready, take everything that they need in their flavors, texture, prescription medication, whatever your child likes, because if something happens, and even if you have the insurance and you go to the medical office and they give you something that maybe your child doesn't like, you might be in trouble. You don't want your kid to be gagging, you don't want your kid to be vomiting the medication that you just potentially spent hundreds of dollars on just because it's not bubblegum flavor and it's cherry flavor, or vice versa. So just keep everything in mind. So I have 2 kids and it's myself. So some of the things I take is chewable Advil. Both of my kids use this, so this is good. I have Pepto for kids. I suffer from really debilitating migraines and headaches, so I travel with a lot of medication. So this is just like a fraction of it, but I'll show it to you. So I have my emergency migraine medication. This is Nurtec. This always comes with me. It's great medicine, but like it makes me a little bit I also have this medication, which is Ubrelvy, but again, this is for me, and I must travel with this medication. Other things I have is Zyrtec. Always travel with a thermometer. Dramamine for kids. I have wristbands in case anybody is nauseous. There's multiple of these. I mean, every medication for anti-nausea, including prescription medication. I have just like a cortisone cream just in case. I always travel with liquid IV. So there's a lot of things that I take in my like med kit, because I'd rather be safe than sorry. Other medications that I take with me is steroids and antibiotics like a Z-Pack. These are, you know, very small dose, to each its own. This is very just basic antibiotics. Again, I have a lot of things going on with my head, sinuses, ears. This is a must for me to travel. When traveling with kids, antibiotics, don't mix it. Leave it in the same bag. You have your water, you have your antibiotics. If you need it, you'll mix it. Have the form from the pharmacy. Leave everything in the same container. Don't take anything out, because otherwise they might confiscate this. And also, when you're getting on the cruise, make sure that this is on your carry-on. So you got to take it with you, because they might take it. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes I get tired, my feet ache, my legs ache, my back hurts, so I always take some kind of like patches with me to help me relax, especially at the end of the night. So I do have prescription lidocaine patches, but then I also have this BioFreeze from over the counter. These are great, especially if you have achy feet or back or legs, like fantastic. Definitely pack yourself a handful of these because you don't know if you might need them. Another thing I found that's really helpful, especially if you're doing a lot of excursions, but at the same time, even if you're just walking the cruise, you could walk for miles. Having this for the end of the night to take a nice shower and have this in your shower is incredible. It smells so good, helps you like relax. I absolutely love it. So I always pack, you know, maybe 2 or 3 with us when we cruise. We also always take EpiPens. One of my kids has allergies, so we have multiples all the time. I know the cruise has them, I know Disney Parks has them, but it's nothing like having it on you. So we always make sure that we travel with extra EpiPens. Pill organizers. I absolutely love these. This is a small version, bigger version. This is perfect when you're going on excursion if you want to put some, you know, just a few Advils, maybe, you know, Pepcid or whatever medication that you might need. And this is good like if you want to just not take your whole bottles with you of over-the-counter medicine and just bring it with you here, or if you want to fill it up with vitamin. It doesn't open. I love this so much because I have gone through so many of these and they were all like garbage. These two are by far the best I have found. A fun activity to do on the cruise is hide Disney ducks. Now, you are probably gonna get some mixed information. Are they allowed? Are they not allowed? Yes, no, I don't know. We always take a bag of cruising ducks, and we enjoy hiding them and we enjoy finding them. And of course, we're always okay with if our cruise line confiscates them, that's okay. It is what it is, but we do pack some cruising ducks to hide around the cruise ship. I usually take a few of these little organizers. I picked these up in the Dollar Tree. I usually will take maybe 2 of them and I will pack this up with kids' snacks. I obviously don't have it here with me now, but I typically will take prepackaged snacks like cookies, chips, things like that, whatever my kids like, candy. And then once we get to our cabin, I open everything up and just throw it in here, and they know that this is where it is and they just grab it as they need it. But these little containers are perfect for organization and storage within your cruise cabin. Having a power bank is a must. This is straight to the point. You plug it in and you just have extra outlets. You have some USB plugs in here as well. And then Disney Cruise Line does have a European outlet. So if you get yourself something like a converter, you can plug this in and then you will have yourself an extra outlet. So definitely consider that and definitely get yourself a power bank, because I've heard on some cruises outlets are very limited. You always want to have a portable charger, especially if you have kids, especially if you're going on excursions. You never know what might happen. You don't know if you're going to lose a lot of juice on your phone or your kids' tablets or whatever it might be. So definitely get yourself a portable charger and don't forget to charge it. I typically won't spend hundreds of dollars on buying the Disney decorations so they can decorate the room for whatever celebration. I typically will bring things by myself. So I have a happy birthday banner that I got from Target. It was a couple of dollars. I typically will get some balloons. I just have one just to show you guys. And I have fairy lights. This makes it so festive and clean and neat at the same time. And we have some celebration lights like fairy lights. So if you have a celebration, take it with you. It could be anything and you don't have to spend a lot of money. Just take a banner, take some lights, some balloons, and there you go. I don't know what I needed scissors for on our last cruise, but I needed scissors. So my recommendation is pack yourself some little scissors. If something comes up and you need them, you have them. I don't travel with too much jewelry. I'm a person who doesn't wear too much jewelry, but I have this tiny little jewelry box case and I typically have all of my Disney related jewelry. So this is more than enough for me. Small, compact, straight to the point. This I absolutely love. I got it, I think it was last year, and we've used it and it's so good. I keep our passports in here, boarding passes. Oh my gosh, right now it's like a hot mess in here of boarding passes. You have lots of pockets. We even have, oh my goodness, what's in here? Olive Garden gift card. Interesting. I don't remember the last time I ate at Olive Garden. It was so good back in the day. But this is so compact and so good. I keep everything here and then it goes straight to the safe, and I know where our passports are, IDs, credit cards, and cash. I also recommend for you to bring cash when it comes to tipping. I usually will bring a little bit of everything, 20s, 10s, 5s, and singles, and we do prepay for our tips for our cruise, but I will also leave extra at the end. So make sure that you bring some cash, because if you want to tip your stateroom host or your dining crew, or even when you go on an excursion, you want to make sure that you have cash. Sanitizers. I have everything and anything, and yes, I am that person that will sanitize the entire room once we get to our cab. So again, I typically travel with a pouch like this. I will fill it up to the brim, and things that I take with me are Clorox wipes. So I pretty much wipe down every surface in the cabin. Listen, I'm not a super crazy germaphobe, but I don't know if a family before us that was in that room was sick with a stomach bug or the flu or the COVID or God knows what. So I want to disinfect everything. And I'm not saying that the room host didn't. I just want to do it again. So Clorox wipes is a must. I also like these little single-use hand sanitizers. They are perfect, especially on the go. They're really small. They're literally like this, so throwing a few of them into your pocket, into your bag, absolutely perfect. Love that. Wet ones, I mean, I will probably take 2-3 packs, so these are good. Hand spray sanitizers. Sometimes you just want to use a spray, and we have options. And also Lysol spray. This is good. This will sanitize the surfaces maybe that cannot be wiped. So I always make sure to pack a few. But when you do buy them, I don't know, maybe get a little bit bigger ones, because sometimes these don't work very well. And then you just find that when you're pressing it, the liquid is just like dripping down the bottle and not actually spraying. So definitely check how it works, and we can check it together. This one's good, you see? The next item is a portable fan. I always must have this with me when I travel. It's small, it's USB, it's compact, like it's perfect. A must. The next item is a luggage tag sleeves, protectors. I like them for every cruise line. I think they're a little bit different. This is for Disney. They're very heavy duty, very secure. This is very secure. So my main concern is that if something happens to our luggage tag, if it gets ripped, if it gets wet, if it gets damaged, I don't know, anything can happen. It's just going to delay me receiving my luggage, and I don't want to, because I want to get into my cabin and unpack. So these are a must for me. Lint roller, a must, a must. I don't need to explain, this is a must. Lanyards, especially if this is your first cruise. I don't know how it is on other cruise lines, if there's some kind of like levels as per how much you cruise, and if they're gonna gift you a lanyard. But if this is your first cruise, just pick yourself one up. It's going to be much cheaper ordering them on Amazon than getting them at the port or on the cruise. Your key to the world card, if you're cruising with Disney, is going to go here. There actually are in here. I'm just not gonna flip it over because it has my kids' information. Once you are established cruiser with Disney, they'll start giving you different lanyards just depending on your cruise level status. Now, we're a family that likes to unpack and hang as much as possible, so extra portable hangers is a must. I know you can ask the room host to give you more, but maybe you don't want to, and maybe you just need a few extras. So having portable hangers it's great. Like, I mean, you could hang a dress and it's not gonna fall down, and it's literally a full-size hanger. So these are perfect. I think I picked them up last year in Home Goods. I want to say there was like 10 of them, and it was maybe like $4.99 or $5.99. It wasn't very expensive, but I'm sure you can also probably find them on Amazon. Having magnetic hooks and clips is a must. I don't know where my hooks are. I have a whole bunch of them, but these are magnetic clips. They don't hold too much, but some paper. They hold the lanyards, and like if you want to decorate your room, if you're having a celebration or something, these are also good to hold something in your room, like a banner. Also know that not every cruise cabin is going to be magnetic, and I did find that out on our last cruise to Alaska on the Disney Wonder. Pretty much no wall was magnetic. If you want to hang anything and you want it to actually be useful, make sure you buy hooks that can hold up, say, to 50 pounds or 75 pounds or 100 pounds, because the very light ones, they just don't do the job. Like, they really don't. If it says it holds up to 15 pounds, it doesn't, because I made that mistake. So waste of money. So buy yourself hooks or clips that can hold a lot of weight. But this is great. Motion sensor lights is a must for kids, for adults, for older people. I mean, for anybody. It's very helpful because the staterooms could be very, very dark. Putting a few of these maybe around your bed, so once your feet hit the floor, it will light up. And by the bathroom, again, I don't know how it is on every cruise line. On the Disney Cruise Line, you have to step up to go into the bathroom, so that's very dangerous, especially at night. So you want to have some motion sensor lights there. This is magnetic. It operates on 3 batteries, so very helpful. If you're traveling to maybe a colder destination like Alaska, if you're traveling with kids, take a few hand warmers and do yourself a favor and get yourself a few hand warmers, because Alaska was great, and I mean, beautiful. You could see all of my vlogs from there, but having hand warmers for kids would have been a plus, especially on some of those sea days where it was really, really cold. The next few items that I wanted to show you are my bags that I take with me on the cruise. So this is actually a new bag. I found it on Amazon, and it's like a small crossbody, and I thought it was so cute and perfect. I could definitely take it to dinner. There is enough space in there, and it's just adorable. Look how cute this is. Last year I also got this Fanny Pack. It's also from Amazon. It was so good on our Alaskan cruise. I used it a lot. It's also very roomy. My phone would fit in there, medication would fit there, my son's EpiPen would fit there. It has 2 pockets, one in the back, one in the front, and it's like, what is that brand? Stony Clover. It's like a dupe from there, and a friend of mine gifted me this Mickey Mouse. I think it's from Bubble Bar, I think. Now I also have my Little Mermaid backpack. This is typically my parks bag when I go to Disney, but I do take it on the cruises with me as well, especially like, you know, heading out on an excursion or going to the beach. This is water resistant. There's many different pockets. There's like a nice hidden pocket here, lots of storage, lots of compartments, and it's super cute, super light, and like I said, water resistant. So I think this is more than enough. But of course, like if you're going to a place like Alaska, we were there last year, but even going there, I didn't take a backpack that would match, you know, like outdoorsy Alaska theme. I just took this and I was absolutely fine. The next few items I wanted to show you so I don't forget is a bug spray. Yes, I know, but if you're going outdoors, depending what season you're in, if you're on the beach, you never know. So whatever choice of bug spray you like, definitely bring one. I have that one. I have this one. Sunscreen is a must. I have this one just right now on hand, but I do have other ones. I just can't find them. This is the best anti-itch cream. Like, this is heaven in the bottle. If you suffer from major bites, this works like magic. Like, one of my kids gets eaten by mosquitoes, and this is the only thing that will help him feel normal again. This is great little thing. It's cord organizers. So these are like Velcro. Essentially, you'll wrap up, contain your cords, and then you use this, and everything is nice and organized, and you don't have wires everywhere. There are silicone ones like this on Amazon as well. I think those are better, to be honest, but this was less expensive, and I bought this a while ago, and there are so many of them. Like, when I tell you there's probably like 10 packs of these, yeah, a lot. I used to bring a lot of bottles water bottles. I drink tea, I don't drink coffee. We always buy bottled water on the cruise. So I find that this is not very necessary for me. To each its own. If you like coffee, bring it. If you like filtered water, bring something like this. If you get a lot of soda, maybe this. I don't know, to each its own. The cups that we get on the Disney cruise, some people complain about them that they're small. I mean, listen, you could take 2 cups of coffee or 2 cups of tea or 2 cups of soda, whatever it is that you need. So I say just maybe take 1. I don't think you need too many of these. Traveling with kids or a larger group, Ziploc bags and garbage bags. I absolutely hate when our garbage in our stateroom overflows, and I have 2 kids. Somehow we just produce a lot of garbage. This is a full-size garbage bag, but I always travel with the mini garbage bags. They're absolutely perfect, plus they smell like Febreze. I mean, I know it's extra chemicals, but you know, it just keeps the room smelling a little bit more fresher and contains our garbage. And I don't feel like a disgusting human when the stateroom host has to come and just pick up our trash that's overflowing. So always travel with garbage bags and Ziploc bags. For kids, you want to take snacks from the dining room back to your stateroom, or you have dirty clothes. I mean, anything and everything. Perfect, absolutely perfect. You need to travel with Ziploc bag. The next thing is little cooler bag. How cute is this? I mean, when they came out, people were going crazy. I just happened to be there once and they had this color and I was like, okay, perfect. But I've seen some videos. I think it's good to have a little cooler bag, though you can't really take things unless they're packaged off the cruise ship. And plus many people eat in ports. If you want to take your water, you want to keep it cool, or you want to buy, I don't know, whatever it is that you want, keep a little bit cool, cookies from not melting. I think having a little cooler bag is perfect. This actually got last year on our fish extender. Somebody gifted us this. So I think it's perfect. And then this one, I just picked it up this year from Trader Joe's. So definitely taking these with us, especially on our next cruise. Putting a little whiteboard on your stateroom door is super fun. A lot of people on the Disney cruises use something like this, or maybe just a generic one, something a little bit bigger. And they sometimes will ask, like, you know, where you're from, and people will write it, or sometimes they will ask you to vote for a movie, say like Toy Story and Monsters Inc. And it's just fun when you're passing by the hallways and you see something like this. Like, I don't know, my kids absolutely love to do this. So bringing a little whiteboard and writing a message or asking people questions is super fun. Thank you cards. I always bring thank you cards. I don't always use them because sometimes we're just running out of time, but there was a few times where I just wanted to write a thank you and include an extra tip. So I just find, you know, little cards like this. They're blank, simple, straight to the point, and I just express my gratitude for XYZ service, and I leave it for that particular teammate, cast member, cabin crew, stateroom host, whatever. I also like to travel with this. So now this works like a pillow. It has this little carabiner, and it also goes on your luggage, and it's from a company called Eversnug. But what I like about this is that, of course, it's a pillow, but when you get on your cruise, if you're feeling a little cold, or if you have a veranda, this has an entire mini blanket inside, and I think it's absolutely perfect. Because if you have a veranda and you want to sit outside and you just want something small and snug, this is absolutely perfect. So I definitely recommend this. And the last thing I'm going to show you guys are door magnets. Of course, we cruise with Disney, so these are Disney characters. This was from a collection of like a birthday cruise. So we have a bunch of characters, and then we also have this sign. But I also started a collection of Haunted Mansion characters. So we have Chip and Dale, some other ones in here. So this is perfect. And this year I decided to extend our collection and get more Haunted Mansion, even though we're not going on a Halloween cruise or anything like that, but we absolutely love Haunted Mansion. So we just want to grow our collection. So now we have all of these ones, and everything from our cruise from a couple of years ago. So our collection of Haunted Mansion Disney door magnet decorations is growing. All right guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit long. There was a lot of items. I just wanted to show you everything that makes my cruising life that much easier, and that I'm prepared pretty much for anything and everything, especially when I travel with my kids. I just want to make sure that everyone is safe, we have everything, and our life in our cabin is just perfection, and we're enjoying it to the fullest. I enjoyed making this video so much, and we're gonna have so much more cruise content coming, so definitely stick around, and I'll see you real soon. Bye!